morning and welcome to Newspaper Review, reaching you on Niger Live Television from Bielsa's capital city, Yanagawa. My name is Barbie Mkparu, and Newspaper Review is your morning news review where we're going to be checking out some stories making the papers. So we quickly begin with the Vanguard newspaper. Let's check out a few headlines as available on the Vanguard newspaper. Makinde Wike camps moved to save PDP. That's a story available on the Vanguard newspaper, where we're now seeing that the Makinde and PDP fractions, Makinde and Wike fractions in the People's Democratic Party have now held a meeting to see how well to move so as to save the party PDP ahead of the 2027 general elections. Do well to check out details of that story as it is available on the Vanguard newspaper. Let's quickly look at another headline available. We have how US-Iran war drives crude oil prices up 85% to $130 per barrel. That's a story available in the Vanguard newspaper. That's still in regards to the Middle East crisis that has been ongoing, where we've had the US-Israel war against Iran. The war has had a whole lot of negative impacts so far due to the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz and many other problems. So currently, Vanguard newspaper is reporting that we have the cost of crude now increasing to $130 per barrel. Check out details of that story as it is available on the Vanguard newspaper. Quickly, we go over to the New Telegraph. Let's check out a few headlines available on the New Telegraph. Civil servants issue FG strike notice over withheld 70,000 wage allowance. That's a story available on the New Telegraph. The civil servants are now at this point issuing a warning strike to the federal government. This is as a result of due to the withholding of 70,000 wage allowance. That story is available on the New Telegraph. Do well to read through details of that story. In regards to insecurity, gunmen ambush security team in Kebbi, kill police officer and 11 soldiers. This is quite a sad one, a tragic story there that we see. This is in regards to insecurity challenges, and the report is reaching us that gunmen have now ambushed security team in KB, and sadly police officer have been killed and 11 soldiers also killed on the spot. Check out details of that story as it is available on the New Telegraph. Another headline we see here is Iran rejects US peace plan, issues 5 conditions to end war. We had reported earlier that a phone call conversation was had between the US President Donald Trump and the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer to see how well or how best to reach to peace so as to end the Middle East crisis. But now we're getting reports that Iran rejects the United States peace plan and are now issuing 5 conditions before the war can come to an end. So details of that story is available on the New Telegraph newspaper. Do well to read through details of the story. Quickly, we go over to the Daily Independent. Nigeria's oil output hits 11 months low despite reforms. That's a story there. Economic blunder, actually, that Nigeria's oil output hits 11 months low despite reforms. Read through details of that story as it is available on the Daily Independent newspaper this morning. We still have another headline to check out here. In regards to PDP crisis, Turaki Wike camp begin high stakes reconciliation moves. There's been a whole lot going on in the People's Democratic Party, where the Turaki led caretaker committee against the Nelson Wike led caretaker committee of the People's Democratic Party. They've been having a whole lot of fractional display so far, but reports are now available that the Turaki and Wike camps are beginning to move for peace in the party. They're beginning high stakes reconciliation moves so as to restore peace in the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Do well to check out details of that story as it is available on the papers this morning. Civil servants give FG 7 days over 70,000 wage allowance. That's a story available. We had initially mentioned that civil servants had a threatened strike due to the federal government's withholding of over 70,000 naira wage allowance. So here, civil servants gives FG 7 days over the 70,000 naira wage allowance. Do well to read through details of that story as it is available in the papers. Let's go over to the Daily Sun. We pick a few headlines that are available on the Daily Sun newspaper. Hope rises for PDP as Turaki Wike men move to end feud. So, still what I had initially reported, there is hope for the People's Democratic Party at this point because it seems as though the party leaders as well as members of the party are now having a move for reconciliation, a one togetherness within themselves. So that's a story available in the paper. Check details of the story. Fuel marketers call for emergency measures to curb cost of living crisis. There's need for this. This is still in regards to the Middle East crisis, as the cost of oil have been increasing from $100 per barrel to $110 per barrel, 119, and currently $130 per barrel. So it's a whole lot, honestly. At this point, fuel marketers are now calling for emergency measures to see how well to curb the cost of living crisis that have been inflicted as a result of the ongoing US-Iran war. Check out details of that story as it is available in the papers this morning. Quickly to the Daily Trust. Let's just pick a few headlines that are available on the Daily Trust. 11 soldiers, police officer killed in Kirby ambush. Yeah, that's a sad one that occurred in Kirby with regards to insecurity, where police officers lost their lives as well as 11 other soldiers. Check out details of that story. Quite a sad one, as it is available on the Daily Trust. Congress's clear coast for Tinubu. This is in regards to the recently held APC Congress, the All Progressives Congress, where members, chieftains of the party, members of the All Progressives Congress have gathered and have now cleared the coast for the re-election, the running of President Tinubu come the 2027 general elections. Do well to read through details of that story as it is available on the Daily Trust newspaper. Let's check out this day. Turaki PDP leaders on both sides have broken the ice, exploring pathways to peace. The People's Democratic Party is trending across papers this morning as regards to their plans to reconcile and ensure that the party has one leader and one voice. So do well to read through details of that story. Court voids CBN takeover of Union Bank orders board reinstatement. That's a story available. That the court voids the Central Bank of Nigeria's takeover of Union Bank and orders board reinstatement. There had been earlier reports in regards to the Central Bank of Nigeria on talks and processes to see how to own the Union Bank and all that. But check out details of the story as it is available on the This Day newspaper. Details of that story that courts void CBN takeover of Union Bank and orders the board reinstatement. Quickly to the Business Day. Nigeria eyes textile glory again, but odds look threadbare. That's a story that you should read through as it is available on the Business Day. We have low quality seeds, high interest rates, drain harvests. It's a story available on the Business Day as in regards to agriculture, farming, and all that. That sadly low quality seeds and high interest rates drain harvests going on with the agricultural sector. Do well to read through details of this and other stories as they are available on the papers this morning. Quickly to the world of sports. Let's see, check out headlines available on the Sporting Sun newspaper. Iran Jordan friendlies. Injury rules Bassi out as Charlie assists drill in DD21. So that's a story available on the Sporting Sun for sport lovers. Do well to read through details of that story. We have multiple Saudi club wants Salah. Salah is seeming to be the celebrity, the current hot cake, as multiple Saudi clubs are hoping to have Salah in their team. So check out details of that story as it is available on the Sporting Sun. Arsenal, City, Man United eyeing Tonali. That's a story also available on the Sporting Sun for the sports lovers. Do well to read through. Then Team Nigeria departs Lagos for Lefika relays. That's for the runners. Team Nigeria departs Lagos for Lefika for relay races. So do well to read through details of all these stories as they're available on the Sporting Sun newspaper this morning. That'll be all for now. That concludes the newspaper review on this hour on Niger Live Television. My name is Barbie Mkparu. Do stay tuned and glued to Niger Live TV as we keep you updated, educated, as well as entertained with our contents. See you at Globe in View. Good morning.